While the former US President and Republican presidential candidate Donald Trump on Sunday had faced the second assassination attempt, the Federal Bureau of Investigation, the FBI, has said that after gunshots were heard outside a golf course in Florida, where he was playing, President Trump is safe following gunshots in the vicinity. No further details at this point. Steve Chung, Trump campaign communications director, said in a statement soon thereafter. In a video message to his supporters, Trump also said that he is safe. There were gunshots in the vicinity, but before rumors started spiraling out of control, I wanted to hear this first. I am safe and well, unquote. Now, this is the statement that's come from Donald Trump after surviving another assassination attempt, because Trump also said, very importantly, that nothing is going to slow him down. He will never surrender, saying that now he is safe to all the people who have been concerned for his well-being as second assassination attempt against Donald Trump has been made. All right, viewers, now joining me on the broadcast is a very special guest, Purnima Nath, who is a former US Congress candidate at this given point of time. Hello, ma'am, very good morning to you. And as we can understand, right now at this given point of time, it is very concerning for the people of the United States, and in fact, both the parties at this given point, because this is indeed, as the elections are inching closer, this is even becoming more worrying that, you know, assassination attempts have been now reported, and this is not the first. In fact, twice, you know, just few days as elections are inching closer in the US.
Right. Thank you so much for having me. I appreciate that. Yes, it is quite disturbing as well as quite concerning for regular people as well. The States is not, far from political violence. We have seen in the past that several candidates as well as president was actually assassinated. We know very well that Abraham Lincoln was also assassinated, John F. Kennedy was also assassinated. So we're not far from the historical aspect, but at the same time, 2024, at this point of time, when the United States actually gives lecture to other countries in terms of how to run election, how to be fair and free, we are seeing such massive fall of a free and fair election in this country today. And oftentimes that I have taken into consideration how Islamo-Marxism really works in Indian political context. Also, I actually align the Congress party as well as the left, other alliance, India alliances in the left side of the aisle. Similarly, Democrat here in the United States is in the left side on the aisle. So in their politics, the politicking is exactly the same. Even the narratives that you sometimes hear from Kamala Harris or Joe Biden or Obama is exactly the same from Rahul Gandhi. So it's worrying for us as a normal person here that we're actually seeing in 2024 these kind of assassination attempts are happening. And what's even more concerning to me particularly is that the Democrat machine has already started communicating to their base that this is a fake assassination attempt. When we know that a Trump supporter had to give his life, innocent person was killed because of a assassin, and it was aimed to President Trump for the first time. And then obviously at that time the shooter was not taken down by the Secret Service, and FBI hasn't done anything. We still don't know exactly what is going on, and there's no communication from our perspective as to what really went on. And now we see another one. This one was in a private event. It was not communicated. It was not advertised event, and this is even more concerning, because if it is not advertised event, and an assassination attempt really happened, that means something got leaked from within. So it is very worrying for a normal person here exactly where this country is going. And it's super clear at this point of time that the Democrats are desperate and extremely violent, and that they're actually trying to get rid of this political opponent by hook or by crook. So that's, to me, is no different from a political landscape in third world country. To me, this is concerning from American standpoint. To me, it's concerning for even for a normal life perspective. This is how our country's landscape is changing, and it's quite dangerous at this point of time. And I believe that a normal Tom, Dick, and Harry, a Democrat, a Biden, Obama, a Kamala Harris supporter, has actually massive amount of hate against the Republican Party, against GOP, against President Trump, and against any conservative in general. So if you come back to the media perspective, media has done very good job in terms of communicating to the mass that the Modi is a Hitler, Trump is Hitler, any right-wing politicians are Hitler, any right-wing supporters are basically Nazi, fascist, and stuff like that. So that's what's happening. And media has played a massive role in this narrative building. And today we are seeing this, it has basically manifested into this situation where we're seeing shooters, right, where everywhere. And this is very concerning from a safety of a normal person in this country.
Ms. Purnima, in fact, of course, this is concerning and worrying at one point of time. But how would you like to respond to, the statements, especially the billionaire Elon Musk has now responded to this incident and taking to the platform and social media platform, he has said why no one is trying to assassinate Joe Biden or Kamala Harris. So these are in fact the statements which are provoking these bids. At one point of time, we are talking about that this is worrying, this is concerning, it's a threat to life, it's an assassination attempt, and at this another point of time, we are seeing these comments on social media.
No, I wouldn't necessarily take it that way at all, because I think especially media, academia, and political shills and political machine have always put down the right-wing policies and right-wing spokespersons and right-wing politicians, in the sense that it doesn't matter what the right-wing says, it's automatically they are being labeled as fascist and the Nazi fascist and racist and etc. etc. In this particular case, it is a very important comment that I would like you to analyze, because it is true. In today's political landscape, I'm actually seeing that Democrats are more violent. Which right winger actually went violent and started taking down left wing politicians? Every politicians that were taken down in this country were taken down by Democrat goons. And they have been infecting people's mind through mass media. And this mass media, whether it doesn't matter which channel they actually played, as I said before, extremely crucial role in order to make sure that people have been brainwashed in order to take such drastic measures. In this particular case, a second assassination attempt, this Democratic political shields already been trying to say that this is a fake attempt, first of all, and second of all, this didn't even happen. And to me, it's not only just concerning from that angle that this is second attempt, but the fact that they're so emboldened by their political machine to come to the Facebook, social media, or the Twitter handles and say that this is a fake attempt. And they are not being targeted, they're not being taken into custody, they're not being taught any kind of lessons at all, that you don't have the right to say anything at this point of time unless we find what is really going on. They're throwing out their conspiracy theories constantly, but it's always the right wing which is the conspiracy theorist. And to me, this is where media actually can do a better job in order to debunk all these conspiracy theories that is coming from the left. In fact, the conspiracy theorists are actually on the left side, but unfortunately, the right wing is always being labeled as conspiracy theories. Any conspiracy theories that has come in the past, it takes about 6 months to 3 years to debunk those. And media plays a massively crucial role in order to make that narrative for the mass, not just for America, but for entire world. And I'll give you an example: Hunter Biden laptop. They actually suppressed the information initially. Then they told it was a fake information. Then they told it was a Russian collusion. Then they came after 3 years. They're accepting the fact that this is a right information. And actually, Mark Zuckerberg actually accepted that Biden administration pressured them to suppress the information. So to me, this is not just Marxism. This is a subversion of American political landscape. This is not how the country was before. Now, every single institution, whether it's the government institution, whether federal, state, local level, media, academia, and all NGOs and corporate has been taken over by subversive organizations, which actually inserted not just Marxism but also Islamism. To me, this is quite a dangerous fall for America, and this is interesting for me that I'm actually witnessing such kind of change in my lifetime in America.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.